I first came here, I didn't think I'd need the services of the center because, I thought, how hard can it be to live in a different country?
If you want to get the most out of living in Taiwan, the center is here for you. But don't take my word for it. In a moment you're going to be listening to some other people who'll be talking about their experiences of the center and what it's done for them.
I guess the newcomers come looking for the same thing that I was looking for when I first got to Taiwan. Somebody speaks the language, somebody is going through the same thing you're going through as you move into a different country with the language barrier. And it's shared experiences, I think.
We moved here in January 2010 from Austin, Texas. Yeehaw! To be honest, when I got here, I was very adventurous and I thought, let's go out there, discover, explore. But very soon I was intimidated by the unfamiliarity of the environment. And then I turned to the center because I looked at them as people with answers. And it's also excellent because you meet people in the same boat and you can share experiences with them and just discover more about the place and explore with someone.
As a relocation company, we assist the international family to be able to settle in Taipei or Taiwan, and we usually will take them to the center or introduce center's service to them. Like they have coffee morning, every week, and they provide that counseling service. So usually when people they are new to Taiwan, we will introduce them the center if they need any like network or friendship or counseling. They can go to center for help.
Well, I meet people from all over the world here, and it's great to have the centre as a place that I can direct them to if they have an issue, from something as simple as I've heard that you can get helpers here. How do you get them? I always say, well, go to the centre, and if there's something that I don't know anything about, I say, I'm sure there'll be somebody at the centre that can help you, and that's always been the case.
Well, Taiwan is very similar to Singapore in that it's very safe, it's clean, but the thing is, I couldn't speak Chinese, so nobody was understanding the words that were coming out of my mouth, and I couldn't understand the words that were coming out of people's mouth. So, it was really, really hard for me to communicate, and I think the center is very useful for that because of the taxi cards, the publications, and if you just have any questions, you can just pick up the phone and call somebody.
Love Taipei Living. We were able to read that before we came. It was great, and love the monthly magazine and the email that Stephen sends out. We really appreciate the coffee mornings, particularly the recent one on typhoon preparedness. Found that really helpful in reminding me how to prepare the family and also to pass the advice on to other people. The most useful thing was the taxi cards. We couldn't have survived without them when we were trying to find our way around and not speaking Chinese. It was great.
Well, the first time I went to the center was when I first arrived to Taipei. It was in the middle of the SARS outbreak, which is I think April of 2002. I had just arrived, my husband was at work. Well, my husband obviously was working, and I was looking for a place. I knew the center was there because I had got the Taipei Living book. But it was, for me, it was a place where it was really my safe haven, my safe place in the middle of all the outbreak. Nobody was out. They were my support, and I got a lot back from them. I got a lot of support from them, and so I feel very, very strongly about the center.
I made a ton of friends. I went for a couple of hikes at the center that the center organized, and there are just so many things you can do at the center. You can go for yoga classes, you can take your kids there, you can learn a language. So for me, the center has just been so useful.